Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Get Rich 101. Move that out the way. Get, ah, ah, there we go. What's happening is the cat is right here, and I'm trying to move over out of the cat's way. So anyway, let me just try to move past the cat. Nelson, you were in the way. You're in the way, but we got you. We got you. Cat is looking like, what's up? What's up? Anyway, welcome to Get Rich 101. Welcome to Get Rich 101. I'm your host. I am Sekou. I am an author. And yeah, mainly I'm an author. And let me just talk about that. Here's my most recent book, Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. And check it out because it's a series of commandments that are designed to help you get through whatever it is you happen to be going through. Whatever it is you happen to be going through, you can just check. You can just check and get some encouragement. And also, you've been getting bits and pieces of this book from Fee King because Fee King has been reading them. She's been reading them to me. She's been reading them to other people. We've been reading them on her show. So there's there are little snippets of this book all around. And yeah, they'll help you. They'll help you. Okay. Shout out to New Thought Media Network. Thank you for allowing me to grow and grow and grow with this network. And yeah, so I want to get into a couple things quickly. First of all, you notice the return of the jacket, right? The return of the jacket. Now, the jacket is back because B said so, because I'm doing the Reverend Mel show today. She's like, oh, and she made me put on the jacket for me. And so I'm dressed up for Reverend Mel show, right? And so that's an inspiration for me because I definitely feel more polished when I got the jacket on. I feel a little more polished. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. I feel a little more polished. Okay, so anyway, that's that. Make sure you check it out. Her out Reverend Mel at 10:30, and make sure you. Let me show you hers. I wanted to get it out the way before I forget. So let me go to the King. And so, are you ready to become your own billboard? Are you ready to become your own billboard? Yes, yes, yes. Here's V King, looking fly as usual. And she's got her thing here. I'm strong, I'm invincible, I'm woman, I'm over 40. All right. Looking good. Train at home to meet the outside world, looking and feeling amazing. Yes. And so you can find this on her website. Just go to feedking.com and you'll see it. You should go to feedking.com and then go to shop and you can buy it for 75% off. Oh, I think that was yesterday. I think that might be done. Well, if you still have time, you can get in under 75% off. But if not, you can get it for 75% off because it was only $55 anyway. So you can catch that, if you will, on feeking.com or fee-king.com. Fee-king.com. All right? So go check that out. Go and check that out. Let me see if she put any of that in the chat so I can see if she put anything. Let's see. She's putting in her circle of love, inviting all the people. I'm Reverend Melissa, yes, getting Reverend Melissa in there. No comments. Wait a minute, here we go. What is that? yes, we over 40 women. She's extended that. See, she extended it. She extended it. Extended 75 off special through today. 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 Just today. 55 off. So I now said $55. Now it's only 14. $14. Now you know you need to get that. You know you need to get that. Get there and figure out how to work out and get to where you want to be. 14 bucks. Go get that. All right. Feel free to go to feedking.com, go to shop, regular price on website. And you can find her on Instagram at Fees Fitness over 40. All right. So yeah. So get that, get that, get that. All right. So I think I've got all my announcements out the way. So now let me get into the money. Let me get into the money. Oh, I got to give you one more announcement because this was funny. This was funny. This was yesterday, I believe. And yeah, this was yesterday. And I was like, where? I don't know how she makes these things all her own. But here we go. Yesterday, we're doing something. Here we go.
Yeah.
Instagram?
Yeah. No, Facebook, baby. We're on Facebook.
This is Facebook?
This is Facebook.
What's up, Facebook? What's up? All right. So I'm gonna read the page that came up. So testimony.
Can you give us the name, the title of your reading?
The title I'm reading is Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now.
Thank you.
Testimony. During the pandemic, I ended up in the emergency room of a hospital in Nashville, Tennessee, and 2 nurses were trying to get a morphine drip into me. They couldn't find a vein, and they were very apologetic about it, but I just stared into the distance. Later, one of them sang my praises to the other nurses for being such a trooper, but the truth was, I couldn't care less about the IV sticks. Why? Because I was already in greater pain than the pain that they were inflicting. The pain of needle pricks was insignificant compared to the larger pain I was dealing with, both physically and emotionally. The needles didn't even register. Same with you. Right now, you are invulnerable. You could walk through a mile of open flames and not even flinch. Your force field will expire soon, but until it does, use it. Ashe.
Yes.
Instagram?
Yeah. No, Facebook, baby. We're on Facebook.
This is Facebook? All right. So first of all, what you don't see. What you don't see. What you don't see about what you just saw. What you don't see is me being scared about reading on social media because it is still challenging for me to read, which is scary to me, right? But there was a time early in the stroke when I couldn't read at all. I could not read at all, and I was terrified. And now I've gotten much better, but I still have a little bit of difficulty getting back to where I was. And so that's one of the things that teases me the most. Like, can I get there? Can I get there? And so if you're just watching it, you know, it looked like I did all right. I did all right. But internally, I was like, you know, and so I was trying very hard to articulate myself. And so I think that I did okay, and I think that I can do better. I think both those things in rapid succession. I can do better, and I'm just going to keep on keeping on. So that's what you couldn't see, and that was me reading an excerpt from my book, Hack Your Pain Now, and so that's a true story. I mean, it's all true, but that's a true story of something that happened to me during the during the pandemic. During the pandemic. All right. Okay. So enough of that. Enough of that. Enough of that. That's enough of that for now. Let's get into the money. Let's get into the money. So let's get our what do I call it? The affirmation. Our affirmation. There's our affirmation. No, what's our affirmation? Oh, here it is. Here it is. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Now, what I want to talk about, what I've been talking about is, what did I say? I said, seeing what you see around you differently. Seeing what you see around you differently. And that's been unearthing a lot of things. But I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it for now. So what happened is I talked about this yesterday. I talked about the movies and talked about the mask. Talked about the Batman, talked about the Wolf of Wall Street, talked about Margin Call. And Fee and I were talking about it afterwards. And then I thought, Sabrina, Mom, I thought of you, Sabrina. Because I was thinking something about what Fee said to me made me think about, well, let's go way back. And Sabrina is one of my mom's favorite movies. She watches that movie all the time. All the time. Miracle on 34th Street and Sabrina. She watched them all the time, right? And so I looked it up. So Fee was like, let's watch it. I was like, really? Sure, yeah, let's watch it. I was like, all right. So I looked it up, and I didn't tell Fee this, but I got the original version with Humphrey Bogart, starring Humphrey Bogart, like old school. And even then, it was based on a play. So I didn't even know there was a play. I was like, what? I didn't know there was a play. I don't know if my mom saw the play or what, but I didn't know there was a play, or I knew it and forgot it. But so there was that movie. It was a play. Then there was that movie starring Humphrey Bogart, and then they made it again with Harrison Ford. There's been a new movie, so I figured let's watch the old movie first and then watch the new movie. So anyway, I fell out on the movie. I'm not gonna lie, I fell out on the movie. Actually, I've been taking this new drug that brings on sleepiness. It knocks me out. It knocks me out. So I got to take it later at night. So anyway, that's just a little bit about the experimenting with the drugs that they give you. But anyway, that's that. That's neither here nor there. So anyway, we saw the movie. Now I've seen this movie. I mean, so many times, so many times, because my mom just has it on, watching Sabrina, and so I wanted to see what new information would pop out at me this time, watching from where I am now, and what came up different from me now, even though I fell asleep, is the difference between an abundance mindset and a poverty mindset. An abundance mindset and a poverty mindset. So there's no way that marriage would work. There's no way that marriage would work. So I don't want to spoil the movie for you, but it's about the live on the scene's butler and his daughter. Her name is Sabrina. And she goes off to school. She comes back, and she's always been in love with this guy whose house they're taking care of. And so she ends up being married or getting engaged to one of those men, right? And I just gotta say that I never would have thought of this before. I never would have thought. I've seen this movie a dozen times, right? I never thought of it before, but that marriage would not work, or it would be very difficult because his mindset is set up different than her mindset. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it happens today too. It happens anytime. Anytime you've got someone who's got a big mindset, an abundance mindset, matching gears with a limited mindset, it creates chaos. So let me give you an example. Let's say your retail your retail for plane tickets is $500. Like that's what you have come to know is if it's under $500, it's cool, right? That's what you have become accustomed to from your upbringing and things around you. That's what you become accustomed to. And then you're working with someone whose mindset is I just gotta get a plane. Just any old plane will do. $99. I just cheap as possible. $50, $40, just some cheap as possible. So that's the difference in mindset, right? And so like he's his his um, his investment in things being at a certain level will conflict with her level. Her will conflict with her will conflict with her things being at another level. So she went off to college and got her degree and all those things, but she didn't change her mindset. She didn't change her mindset. So she comes back. She's used to living in the quarters, sleeping quarters. Now she's moving from the servants' quarters to the main house, and I can see how all the things that come up will come up. And matter of fact, I'm going to share this with you. This just happened upon my way today. This just happened upon my way today. This let's see, where did I put it? I hit it under Facebook. No, under hold on, let me think. Under Instagram. I hit it under Instagram. And this guy I've never seen before. Let's see if I can find it. Saved. Yes, here he is. And I'm gonna let you hear it. Oh.
He'll be broke in 6 months.
Okay.
With the best of intentions, because nothing changed here and here. The word capital comes from the Latin root word capitas. It means knowledge in the head. It doesn't even mean money.
So I'm gonna play this again so you can hear it.
I can give a homeless guy $1 million. He'll be broke in 6 months. With the best of intentions, because nothing changed here and here. The word capital comes from the Latin root word capitas. It means knowledge in the head. It doesn't even mean money. I can give a homeless guy.
So, first of all, I gotta leave that word for Reverend Melissa to look up. So the word capital. So I'll let her look that up. But isn't that interesting that this just popped up today, the morning after I was watching Sabrina, right? Because that's what I'm talking about. Like $1 million. So this is what happens with $1 million. You give $1 million to somebody, right? And they can't hold on to it because their mentality is not at that place. And we don't think about it that way. We think, oh, well, he just needs to know what to do. Like, yeah, but knowing what to do has come from a knowing. It's hard to explain. It takes some oomph. Like you've got to understand it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell a quick story. I was jogging in Nashville, Hadley Park, and this guy stopped me. He's like, "Yo, what was it? I was 409. I was wearing a 409 T-shirt. 409 was originally my claim number that I ran 409 days in a row before I was hit with the stroke. So that actually happened. Anyway, I was wearing my 409 t-shirt, and the guy was like, "Hey man, 4949, that's my birthday." I was like, "Really? It's your birthday?" He's like, "Yeah, that's my birthday." He was really excited about it. And then I went running around, and then I was coming back out at the park, and I ran into him again. He said, "Yeah, man, I played the number." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, I played the number 49. That's a sign you wearing my shirt." And he must have seen the look on my face, because I was like, "You played lottery?" I was like, "Oh." So he was like, "What?" And I was like, and this was early in the stroke, so I could barely speak. I could barely speak, and I was trying to get it out to him, like, "Yeah, man, but you got to invest. You got to invest, man. You got to put your money someplace where it'll count for you. Definitely, not count for you, maybe some of the time, right?" And so he was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, I was trying to explain this to him. I hope I got through. I told him I asked him if he had Cash App, and he did. I said, "Look, son, when you get Cash App, buy $1. You spend $1 on your lottery ticket, right? Spend another $1 on your Cash App to buy a share of Coke. Just buy a share of Coke. Just buy a share of Coke." And I was thinking of a stock that it would revolve with him, and it's something small. It's $1. So every time he spent $1 on a lottery ticket, he would also spend $1 on the Coca-Cola in his Cash App. So I hope I got through. I hope I got through. But if he did, his mindset would have started to change. His mindset started to change. He would have gotten into paying himself for sure rather than paying for something, or maybe, right? So you've got to you've got to shape that. You've got to shape those things in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I hope I got through that. Let me play this one more time, because I want you to hear it. I want you to hear it coming from him. And I don't even know the guy's name. It just came up to me. All right, here we go.
I can give a homeless guy $1 million. He'll be broke in 6 months.
6 months.
With the best of intentions, because nothing changed
here
and
head,
here.
and heart.
The word capital comes from the Latin root word capitas. It means knowledge in the head. It doesn't even mean money. I can give a homeless guy $1 million.
Doesn't even mean money. Doesn't even mean money. So yes, it's all about how you think. It's all about how you think. So that reminded me of something else. Yeah, but I think I'll let that go. I think I'll let that go and just focus on this, because it's important. It's important that you give up on your ideas of watching so and so fall into romantic whatever with whomever. Like, yeah, that feels good, but you got to think about it logically. You got to think about it logically. That girl Sabrina has to get into the mindset. Has to get into the mindset of thinking like a wealthy person. There's Nelson leaving. Okay, so yeah, so that's important. That's important, because if you don't have the mindset, you can't see all the things around you. You will have a different perspective of everything around you. Like, you give $1 million. Well, let me do the same example. You give someone with a abundance mindset. You tell them to buy Coca-Cola $1, and they're like, okay, well, that's interesting. What happens then? Oh, it paid me $1. Pay me $1 for $1. I'm going to invest $2. They automatically get on that mindset. But you give that $1 to a person with a poverty mindset, they're just like, oh, I need to make sure I get my $1. I hope I'm getting through. hope I'm getting through because I don't know if I'm getting through, but I understand it perfectly clear. You have got to change your mindset. You've got to change your mindset. Ashe. That's what you got to do. You got to change your mindset. Otherwise, when you'll be the millionaire in the guy's story, you'll be the millionaire that gives away all the money. So I'll give you one more example. So I'm reading this book, and this book talks about Francis Ford Coppola, Mike Tyson, and Kim Basinger. Now, all three of them lost all of their money. Lost all their money. Now, they got it back, but they lost all their money. And the difference between them losing their money and them getting it back was mindset. Mindset. They had all this money. All this money came in. They're like, I don't know what to do with all this money. I'm going to go buy a town because Kim Basinger did that. She bought a town, right? Mike Tyson had $400 million. Oh, I'm going to buy some houses, right? But none of them, see, they all thought the same thing that I thought, that once you're rich, that's it. That's game over. No, that's not it. That's not game over. You've got to continually invest. You've got to continually invest your money so that some other money goes off to the side. As a matter of fact, in margin call, this guy was explaining how much he makes, and he said he made a lot of money, or 2.5 million. He made 2.5 million, and he saved $400,000. He put it up somewhere, right? He put it up somewhere, right? Well, that's important because of all the money he was just dancing with, spending money, he still kept $400,000, right? And it's important that you keep that $400,000 because that amount of money, that's about 20% or so of of all the money that came into him. And he's got to put that money away, aside, invested, because the job evaporated. Lehman Brothers evaporated, right? Completely gone. And so all he had left was that $400,000. And hopefully he's got that $400,000 in a place where it's set up to be invested, right? Because otherwise, that's it. Like with me, like I had a very, very high paying job, but once that job's gone, once that income is gone, then there's no money left. There's no money left. So what you got to do is set the money aside, and develop a consciousness of abundance. Okay. Hope I got through. Let me check my comments real quick. Oh, I'm almost out of time. 10:14. All right. So, B King saying powerful. Amen. All right, B King. I appreciate you. Anybody else saying nothing? Y'all got me worried. But I hope you get through. Hope you get through to it. Okay. All right. So I will see you again on Reverend Melissa's show in a few minutes, and yeah, check me out on there today. All right, and I'll see you later. Remember that now is better than perfect. All right, Ashe.